I didn't know it yet, but 5 hours after this ride, Winnie would get dehydration colic from the change in weather and humidity the last 2 weeks in the northern rivers. I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. I ummed and ahed about if I should post this video. I deal with so much hate, and recently people have been saying that I actually staged Winnie's colic. The fact people can not only think such twisted things, but also post them on the internet just makes me know that there are also going to be people saying that I am the reason he got colic, and I'm a terrible horse owner, and again questioning if I even care about animal welfare. I post myself on the internet to over 500,000 people across all my social media platforms. So I know I'm going to get criticism, but I am human and I'm only 26 years old. And whilst I am getting better and better at dealing with that hate and I'm getting more and more strategies in place, it's still really hard to hear. And for me, the hardest thing to hear is when people think that I'm abusing my horses. These are my babies. Every decision I have ever made in my life, my horses come first. When I started dating Luke before we got married, I warned him that my horses will always come first. Like I said, they're my babies. I never want to have kids. These are my kids. But I'm going to post this anyway because I do know I do have some loving, loyal followers and you guys actually might want to see this ride. And I did have such a great ride. So Winnie has just recently come back into work and we are doing a lot of hill work to try and develop his top line. As you guys can see, I'm really asking him to lower his head because one thing I learned doing a lot of endurance riding when I was learning to break in horses is that we really want to get them to climb up the hills. We did a lot of walking up the hill first and then we did some trotting and we did some cantering. In between every single one of these sets of trot or canter, he walked down the hill. I never went any faster than a walk down the hill because I wanted him to be able to catch his breath. This wasn't so much a fitness ride and this was a lot more about strength. At the start, he really didn't want to lower his head and he really either wanted to tuck behind the vertical or he wanted to rise his head. Here at the end, you can see him really start to soften, really start to find the feel, really start to relax and give me some really beautiful work. I am so blessed on this new property that I have so many different hills that I can work on. Previously, my old property was pretty flat and there are definitely times I miss having a flat property, but times like this where I can use all of these tools, it's really nice having the different sorts of terrain. Then after any sort of strenuous workout, I always do a really big in-hand walk. And that was the end of Winnie's hill work.